Is this working? Is the question. Where's my chat? I can't tell if this is working or not. All right. This is frustrating. YouTube Studio. So I'm live. Okay. Hello? You are? All right. Hey. All right. I think I got it. Okay, we got it now. Hello? Sweet. Hello, everybody. All right, let me copy this so I can post it to the Discord. What's this? What's my Discord hollering at me? I am streaming. All right, thanks everybody. All right. Let me add everybody here. How's everybody doing? I see the chat. Everybody's good. I see Papas and Tick Motion. There we go. All right, we're gonna do some live streaming. We'll see how it goes. I might crash Unreal. Who knows? Announcements, everyone. If you're not part of the Discord already, everybody head over and join it. Okay. There's a link to it on the website. Cool. Justin, there's your okay. Oh, your Will of Ours. Okay. Cool. Hey, did you get your monitor figured out for your 5090s? I'm jelly. All right, this is going nuts. All right, here's the first thing we're gonna do. Let me turn down my music a smidge. Is the music too loud for you guys? All right, here's the first thing we're gonna do. Let me turn down my music a smidge. It's so loud for me. Let me just turn down my volume overall. Okay. There we go. Cool. Back to this. Mute myself. There's no double me. Cool. Not yet. All right. All right. So here's the first thing we're going to do whenever we get in Unreal. This is always the first thing I do. So we've got his Chasm's Call level in here. And I've got a bunch of crap that I've imported in here from the Megascans. Basically, it's majority of like the dark Megascans rune is probably what I'm going to use. But I'm going to try to make like probably like a Batman thing. I think that's like this dark runes kit is what I've got. But I've also got Cyberpunk put into that. I've also got the Electric Dreams environment imported into that. We've got Kit Bash we can use. And some other stuff as well as Ultra Dynamic Sky and just a bunch of these random assets just shoved into it. All right, so we've got everything going. None of that showed up, did it? It was just black screen, wasn't it? What's that say? Am I not sharing a screen? I was doing game capture. What an idiot. That's fine. That's fine. Basically, I was just showing you the crap I have in Epic. The launcher itself, just some of the things, but they're all free things from Megascans except for Ultra Dynamic Sky, of course. All right, so let's go ahead. No, I can. All right, sorry, I might have to watch the bad monitor during our nap, which is totally fine. What is my screen doing? Is it jacked up? I'm looking at it on YouTube, and it doesn't look the same as it does on Streamlabs. So what am I? Okay, that was bizarre. All right, anyway. So all we want to do is I think I want to try to make like a Batman thing, like add some like waterfalls in here, some rocks, and make this like a platform with like the tumbler coming up. So obviously, let me just set this to, let me add a new source that's actually just like capturing my monitor because web capture is stupid. All right, display capture, add source, display capture, yes. Capture method, sure. Display the big one. Okay, cool. There we go. And now we just delete that. S delete game capture. Cool. All right. And shrink me down. Woo! Yep, and I'll put me over here. All right, now we're in like live streams. It's been a while since I've live streamed. All right, so here's kind of what I was doing. I just added the thumbnail into Korea and typed in like Batman stuff. It doesn't know what to do with it, but that looks cool, right? Batcave. That's kind of the vibe we're going for. It's kind of dark. Look, there he is, just kind of chilling. That's it. Like stuff flowing down. He's on the edge here, and we'll see how far we get. We don't know. We don't know. Hi, Sharon. Good luck, have fun. Thanks, nerds. All right, so we're gonna try to do this a little bit, and we'll see kind of what we do. This is really all my inspiration. It is just proof of concept. My AI is not, but this is kind of the tone we're going for. I like that tone. That's a cool Batmobile. All right, so I mean, obviously we need to get on like Sketchfab and get to Tumblr, which I think I have already, but it always goes to Star Wars. Tumblr. Downloadable. There it is. Anything preset to Unreal Engine. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one too. That's somebody's at my door. Let's do. Hang on. Okay, just make sure my wife's sending me. We just need a pretty basic one. It doesn't. We don't have to buy it. We're not going to see it up close. We don't need a ton of detail. So we're just going to buy a free one. And by buy a free one, I mean just use a free one. This one seems fine. Ooh, we could do the old school one, though. That's kind of fun. Also, we could just do a Lambo. Why not? Sorry, this can't be displayed. That's fine. We'll use that. Put this in. Where's my whole challenge? Whole challenge. I know it's called Chasm's Call. How's everybody doing? You like the Tumblr? I do too. I like the Tumblr a lot. I did some motion tracking and stuff for the Tumblr back in the day. That's kind of janky though. So I'm going to go with probably more this one. Oh, look, we can download Batman too. Easy. That looks simple enough. I mean, we're going to see it from a distance, so. Download. FBX, cool. Boom. We'll do both, and we'll see which we like. Batman, downloadable. Right there. Perfect. Oh, what is that? I don't want that. Multiverse Batman? Yeah. Why not? Thanks, King45. GLB, sure. Glub. The second's cooler. The old school Jet Rocket one. Yeah, they're both pretty good. We'll see. All right, but we'll see if we even get to that point, honestly. But we'll try to do some stuff here. Depends on how well my little one sleeps during her nap. Okay. Let's go ahead and just bring in some stuff. So I know some stuff I like. Oh yeah, this is the first thing I do. This is what I was saying early on. I take all of this stuff, all the lighting, and I say delete. Bye-bye. And I go down here to the ultra dynamic sky. I go to blueprints. I grab that and I toss it in. And boom. Okay, zero it out. Whoop. Nice. Now I can adjust the time of day, however I want. Probably something like that. I like having the shadow come in. We'll set it to cinematic and offline. Boom. And we'll add some fog, of course, just from the get-go, because why not? And then we'll obviously need to go to tools, and we'll go, sorry, not tools, window. We'll go to environmental light mixer, and we'll scroll down and turn on fog, volumetric fog. This also can be toggled inside of the settings here. If we type in fog, you can see here we've got scroll down here, exponential height fall, fog density. So this is like used at volumetric fog. I'm struggling. Cool. Render global fall. I can't talk. Volumetric material. Yes. Render ground fog. We don't need to do that above that. Totally fine. Okay, but you can see how we're getting these like okay, cool. Yeah. I don't want to be locked into this, so we're going to uncheck out of my sequencer so I can actually move around. But you can see how we're getting like atmospheric fog. I don't know how well it shows up on stream, but you can see this like noise to it. Unreal looks crazy. It is crazy. Okay, so this is all we've got. This is the base template. We've added fog and the sun, basically. So, cool. All right, so let's just go ahead and add some random assets, kind of build out our scene a little bit here. And what I want to do is I want to have like some rocks and then maybe like a waterfall, kind of like off to the side of Batman here. And maybe we'll put like a platform in here rising up that has the tumbler on it. And I haven't decided yet if I want it to be like pure cave or if I want it to be like a hybrid, like a sci-fi kind of world. It doesn't have to be Batman. We can always change that later because we might make it like half cyberpunk, half abandoned ancient ruins, like kind of like a what's up, aloha, Michael. Kind of like I don't know. I haven't decided completely on the theme, and that's kind of how I work. I just start and see what happens. Very Bob Ross of me, right? Okay, cool. So we'll worry about fog and making it like roll across and pour down and stuff in a little bit. So let's just start off with just typing in, going to content, and we're going to type in Nordic because that's what I know I want. And I know I want static meshes, and I know I want these static meshes as well. If you know how to filter these, you just type them in right here. And there's two types of static meshes, which is kind of confusing. There's really two types of filtering. But we're going to do just the main static mesh here. And we're going to look at these, and you can see we've got all these cool rocks and stones and things. And we're just going to drag and drop them in. And there it is, just like that. And we'll go ahead and make sure we have our widgets set to show our widgets. Let's see. Where's our transform widgets? Oh, that's settings. It says show transform widgets. I think I just need to get out of cinematic mode. Default. Okay. Whoop. Toss you down, toss you in the ground, toss you in. Oh, yeah. And we're just going to make this, rather than use like a material, we're just going to make a bunch of assets because we have so many free. Beep, bop, boop. And we're just going to start stacking these in. And half of these won't even show up probably, but that's totally fine. We're just building it out. And do we want like beach? Yeah, rocky ground. Oh, yeah. Okay. And raise it up a bit, pull it over. All right. And you just see like these just like already, they just look great. Boom, we'll just mix and match these, kind of blend them in. I have all these plugins and stuff enabled, like Dash and stuff. I'm going to do a tutorial on Dash because Dash is like basically smooth brain. I say that a lot, but it's like the easy way to do PCG without having to worry about PCG. But I also think PCG won't be that hard. And if you don't know what that is, that's just procedurally generated content. So like basically using a matrix scatter in C4D with like a randomizer and cloner and those kind of things. So yeah. All right, we'll toss some rocks in here. We don't want to go crazy, but we do want these to like match a little bit. We're just going to keep stacking these in. Boop. I think rocks are a really good baseline for some stuff. I don't know what's going on out there. Just like so. Nothing complicated. Just stack things up. Everything kind of goes together because they're all Nordic, so they will like match and stuff. And we can already like just kind of see, if you go to our camera here, already it's looking pretty good. Now we'll need to like add some rocks and stuff to fill out the edges so it's not just like a hard drop off of this, but I'm thinking we put the water like through kind of the small rocks there. But already you get the idea that we're going to come in here and just see this. Pretty cool, like already right off the rip. I think we're in good shape. All right, cool. Back into this. Yeah, but we don't want this like hard fall off edge like that. And obviously we want Batman there. So let's just keep adding some things. Yeah, like this cliff. Let's control Z that. And we'll take him and we'll kind of rotate it around and take it down because it has like that nice curve. So we're gonna take that, kind of pull it down, let it be kind of the edge here of some of this, but we're gonna rotate it, beep boop boop, like so. Kind of let it curl out. We're gonna turn snapping off. But yeah, I'm enjoying Unreal Engine quite a bit, but I also haven't gotten to dive into it as much. I've been doing a lot of stuff for Mind in Motion. This may or may not work. I think it may not work. I think we need to change my strategy for this and do it more like this. Because if we're going to look at it from the back side, if you notice, you'll obviously be underneath it. It's just going to be invisible. We could turn on you know, two-sided, but it just never looks right. And we don't really need to be honest. We just need this kind of edge to just look more like it drops down versus like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. So that looks better. Just looks like a little cliff rather than just like a hard. And we can just hold Alt and scale that over, or pull that over, rotate it around, maybe change it up so it's the opposite side. And again, this isn't going to be like the focal point of this anyway, but like that, just clip it in, whatever. We can take another one of these and hold Alt and pull it up, slide it over and rotate it to kind of blend that in a little better so that so it's not so obvious that it's just another material, right? Yeah. I mean, thoughts so far? Would you say something like Unreal Engine is much easier to create scenes like this than C40? Yes. Anything that's like environmental, I mean, just because of the access to Quixel and Fab and stuff, like, yes, you can have it through C4D, but they're just made for Unreal. And the way, I just like the way Unreal is, where it lets you just like skip all the render settings and all that stuff and just kind of go straight into building, and you can see what it looks like while you're doing it, and then you can affect the weather and stuff and the wind very easily in the lighting, like, and be like, okay, actually, what would this look like if it was daytime? And all I have to do is, you know, go down here to my ultra dynamic sky and just change the time of day, and I can see how it affects the rocks and everything just like that. Like that to me that's great. Cool. Boom. Nice. All right, and we're not going to worry about adding rain and stuff just yet, but we will. We're going to grab some more coast and fill this out. Oh, yeah. Whoop. Like so. Like this. I don't love the way that looks, but we'll kind of leave some of those edges just a bit like that. Just to give it something out there. I don't... Yeah, like that, just barely. And we're just really building just a little bit of drop off, because again, when we look at this through our camera, you know, it just needs to not look like it just goes straight down, and we're building that, I think. Yeah, that is a little straight up. So let's grab, we can use plants and stuff to cover up that edge as well. We don't have to use, you know, rocks. Ooh, let's just toss that in there, pull it up. Sorry if you hear my little one crying in the background. She's got some teeth coming in. She's been slow with her teeth. This is like really a background asset for sure. So we just drag this, and we're just going to shove this down here. Like this would be a good... We'll put it down there for now, just to give you an idea of the bottom. And you can see there's no real rhyme or reason to my work. I just grab whatever I think I feel like grabbing, and I don't know, that could get you in trouble sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna just toss this in, kind of build out like this background root a little bit here, but we'll focus back on this before I get too sidetracked. Nordic, we're stuck on that. Do we want some different rocks? Could use a round rock, beach rock. Beach rock. Let's do that one. Yeah, that'll be a good one just to toss here. Like, boom. Then that just kind of covers up that edge. Hold Alt and rotate that one. Maybe a little like this, so it's a little crooked. Did I just move my camera? Uh-oh. Edit. Undo, rotate. Undo. I want to undo my camera move. Actually, it doesn't matter, does it? Because I think it's keyframed in the sequencer, right? Yeah. Should be. Yes, keyframe, so it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I didn't accidentally just move my camera. All right, I don't want this on. Okay. This guy. Take you down. Rotate. Throwish at the wall, dude. We all do it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just see what happens. Like that right there. Yeah. We make a little channel for our water. So we're going to try to use Jenga for water. I've seen people use some really cool combinations of We're going to try to use Niagara. I don't know if it's Niagara or Niagara. I don't know how to pronounce the particle system. It's on Unreal Engine. I've never looked it up. And then we're going to use that in combination with like smoke and also water from Jenga. So it's like layering those three things. So you have the water, you have the mist from the smoke, which looks really cool, and then some of the particles to be like water splashes. And so we'll try to put like those kind of flowing back here, but also here. But I want to see some of them. But I definitely want to have a Batmobile in here. And it's a weird perspective angle because it's not like looking that straight down. Why does this keep popping back up? Did I actually keyframe this? Just delete that. Oh, I added it to my sequence. Oh. Oops. How did I do that? All right, well, now it's not part of my sequence. I can take it down and rotate it and stuff. I am still making very rookie errors when it comes to Unreal and doing things, but hopefully I'll show you just some things that won't make me look completely stupid. All right, let's go ahead, and one plugin I use is called Lightforge, and there's nothing about this plugin that actually adds anything to your scene. It just gathers the settings for Lumen and stuff together and just does like a quick preset for them. Everything that it does is totally findable in here, and it's not hard. It just kind of saves a little bit of time. But we all know we need to add a visual effects post-process volume to this. And we're going to go ahead and save all before I crash everything. Edit, tools, window, window, Lightforge. We're going to go to post-process volume, select that, boom, make sure it's set to infinite. And we don't need path tracer. We're going to use Lumen because it's the best ever. We can do that. And we don't need nanite, but we will go ahead and set our camera to real world. And let's go ahead and just crank up our exposure. But we can also lower down our aperture. And that way we can kind of compensate for that, like so. Okay, boom. Nice. So now if we want to go to our camera, we can just go to camera here. Or not. No, maybe it's because the sequencer's clicked. Yeah, it is. Camera, and then we go to the depth of field. We could set this to be like right here on this guy, and then we could come in here to the minimal, not focal length, f-stop, and lower that down like really low. And we can actually make this depth of field pretty low. We can lower the aperture down, which should affect it, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to. It's acting weird. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now we're actually seeing what we see. And we want to compensate for the exposure because we lower the aperture down so low, which obviously opens up the iris a lot. So we need to bring this down. There we go. So now we kind of have like this depth of field. That might be a little extreme, but it's kind of cool. But you also could shift focus or whatever in the shot. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Does everything sound good? The quality, the stream and everything, voice, all good. Stream looks okay. I can make this a little bigger. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and save. And let's go ahead and create kind of the platform for our... See, here's the thing. Is like, do I want to just use like an organic, like rock-looking platform? Thanks, Dustin. Or do I want to like build like a concrete platform? I could... Let's connect Kit Bash real quick. I hate connecting Kit Bash, not because... what did I just open? Cargo. Thank you. Not because it's like bad or anything, but because it's just so slow to import. All right. Password Effectatron rules 69 420. I mean invalid credentials. Because I'm an idiot, that's why. There it is. Alright. Sound like a rock star. Thanks, man. London. We don't want to put London down there. We want something probably from like the Brutalist, but probably the Future Warfare kit. There's probably like a pretty sick landing bay thing we can grab out of this. Catwalks. We could build some catwalks and stuff across in there. Like he's built his lair in here pretty easily. Radar ball. Bat door. Let's see. Just a bunch of trash. Let's just put a bunch of trash bags in there. What I could do is probably take... I kind of like this drop pod, but just the base of it, so without the drop pod. I kind of like the way that looks. So yeah, let's download that. And we'll take that, and then we can have this kind of like platform we can connect scaffolding to or something, which should look pretty cool. And this shouldn't be too giant. It shouldn't take too long. It's 25 PBRs though, so it might take a while to render. So I'm going to wait on importing that because once you import, it's like, you have to wait. It sucks. So we're not going to do that right now. But what I will work on is kind of filling out the rest of it and this edge here. And we'll go here. Just make sure we're not like, all right, we've got some gray there. We definitely need to cover. We're getting there. And some gray right there. Okay. Grab this, hold Alt, whoosh, slide it over. Like that. And then probably this, hold Alt, whoosh, slide it over. And then we can hop out of our camera. Whoosh, yep. And E, rotate that around. Like so. Slide that up a bit. Maybe like this way. I just like how easy it is to work in this. Hold this one, hold Alt. It's amazing how much you can get away with just copying and pasting things, but it's just like just being able to copy and paste it and see it this quickly is like C40's got to make their interview faster, and the solution is definitely not using Oiden or the real time because that's trash. All right, we can just back these up, hold Alt, hold that back. That's cool. All right, I like this. Let's grab this and pull it over here as well, just so we kind of mix that in a little bit. And like that. Maybe more like, because I want it to like look like the water's flown through here. So we'll make that like a little smoother, like it's kind of smoothed it out from the water flow. All right. Now, wow, what a hole. Let's grab this, hold Alt, copy, Control, and let's like make it like kind of stick out. Boom. Like that. We'll just start copying that a bunch. Maybe flip it around and pull it down, shove it back in. Alt, click, drag, move around. And we'll start mixing these with different things, but for now, yeah, we're just gonna like jet it out there. I want it to be kind of chaotic. But it needs to look, you got this thing, you can't just like shove it in there totally random because it does kind of also need to work kind of naturally. So you don't want to make it look like, but then you can just make it a sci-fi world so you can, but still rules of like physics and water and stuff should make sense. But we could also just make all of our waterfalls and stuff flow up for the sake of it. Hey man, I love your work. Can you tell me my specs on my PC? For rendering, if you do it directly with your PC. Yeah, I do. I've got a 3090. And thank you very much. That's about it. I've got a Ryzen 3700. Not much, but the 3090 is good. I used to have a 3070. I liked it a lot, but I would run into VRAM issues, especially with particles and systems like that. So switching to the 3090 where you have 24 gigs of VRAM was a game changer. All right, scale up this one. This one's cool. Woo, I like that. I like these like rocks like that. Boom, pull that in. Let's pull this close. Because we can always cover stuff up with things. We can make it kind of tall. Like Yeah. Alt, and then T. No, R. R is scale. E is rotate. I tell myself I'm pushing a different button than I'm pushing, but so my mind doesn't break. Like that. Alt, pull it back, rotate it up. All right. And the cool thing with Unreal is like you get these like things going, and then like you start adding some of the things, and it just like pulls together so quickly. Let's see, we can like block it off pretty good. Oops, that's fine. Yes, there's like a cliff down there. All right. Not terrible. We also can just use like the foliage paint tool and just like go ham on this and paint it like crazy, but we'll see. Vines. We're still on Nordic. Like that. I gotta sneeze. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bless me. Slap this bad boy down. Yeah. Alt. Drag. Alt. Drag. I don't like. Let's do it like this. Make it come up more, so it's like that. And then we can do like maybe something like that. It's like kind of cool looking. Pull it up. Alt. It can be kind of symmetrically looking. Why does this look so cool all of a sudden? It's like a... Okay, we'll check out our camera again. We can't even see any of what we just did, so that's cool. So we'll remember that, and let's grab let's grab all of these. Yeah, you, shift click, shift click, shift click, shift click, shift click, shift click, click, click. Slide everything down. Let's put that in there. Yeah, let's plug these down like that. Whoopsies. And take this down, maybe over like that, and back. Yep. And slide you back as well, so it's clipped into the wall. Take this, go way down with it. We can bring it in, make our hole kind of smaller. We can build our own whole wall here, really. With this, it's a lot of the same piece, but I'm not too worried about it, honestly. It's gonna be a lot of fog and crap. We're gonna build all this, and then we're gonna blur the hell out of it with fog and all kinds of random stuff, and we won't see any of it. All right, so signature shots. Here we go. It should look like we're getting there. We definitely have some depth and stuff. Yeah. Pull that down. Slide this down. I like that adding this little extra layer of depth here. I think I want to have something running across the back there. Ooh. Yeah. T, scale that up. And shove it back there. And come back here and go down. Whoosh, shove it back. And up here. Okay. Yeah. And Alt, scale it back down. Make this like smaller versions of it. And we're just kind of filling in gaps and changing things. All right, let's hop out of our... We're out of our camera now. Okay, good. Toggle this off. Boop. Okay. Man, it's really way down there, huh? Woo! Yeah, but I like that. Alt, copy that, bring it up, slide it in. Some, definitely want some like natural looking like shelves, which I think will look cool. Yeah. And then we'll do probably a big one here. We don't want to go crazy big because we are going to lose detail. But again, you can always just have the detail and then shove more rocks on top of it to add in more detail. Like that. And now it's a completely different rock, you know. You can say, I'll and rotate that. I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Anybody been playing that? And there's some really cool environments. I just made it to like the oil world. And there's just some really cool environment building in that game, which I really like. The game itself is just absolutely ridiculous. I made my player look like the Joker, and my cat is now like my palico, I guess you call it. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Am I talking about nothing? Anyway, his basically a cat brain in a jar now. So yeah, that's the kind of game we're talking about. Sequencer, click, come back to here. All right, you can definitely tell we're filling in the hole. We're getting there. We definitely need to build up a bit more above that guy, okay? But it's looking, look, you can see it's going to be a pretty cool back cave. Once we add some lighting and stuff, it's going to come together real quick. Beep, boop. All right, so what I want to do is slide up, come over here, and we'll build this up over here. I honestly, like, you don't need the fog on, but it's so fast and unreal that it doesn't even matter that it's there. There we go. Shove it right into the camera. Come down, pull it over. One of my favorite things is the ability to hold shift and move, and it just like moves with it, so you never have to like move off screen or anything. All right, Q is down in this. Now, what was I complaining about in Evermotion or Twinmotion? I mean, it's Evermotion. That's something too. I want these to jut out like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be big. T. Whoa. Like Godzilla spines. Yeah, there we go. Now we're making weird stuff. Yeah. I'm just kind of moving these around. Nothing crazy. And again, we'll just go back to our sequencer and check that real quick. Okay, so they're kind of, I want them to be kind of down. Yeah. Rotate. Scale some of them down a little. Again, most of this is not going to really even show up except behind fog or something, but we want it to be there. Probably turn the depth of field off a bit, but we're just building the essence of a kind of cave wall, right? And you get that vibe, I think, from this. Just copying, pasting again and again and again. Now we could use the foliage brush, but doing it this way gives you a little extra control. We may use the foliage brush later. There. And then we'll probably shove one over here. Oops. Pull it in. Pull it forward. Rotate it. Like that. Shove it back in here. Pull it forward. Pull it up. Money. All right. We've got a cave. Pretty detailed. Cool little cave. I'm into that. All right, so, okay, let's save before we go crazy. Save all. I'm debating whether I want to do Batman or whatever in this, but we'll just... Here's what I want to do. Let's do some water real quick. Take this out. All right, it's about to get crazy really quickly, okay? And I probably shouldn't do this next, but I'm going to because I want to. We're going to go uncheck these filters. And we're going to go down here to Ultra Dynamic Sky. Go into Blueprints. Grab Dynamic Weather. Click, drag, and boom, it's raining. There. Zero it out. Boop. All right, so now we've got that. It's stupid. All right, so we're going to grab that. We're going to weather presets. We're going to do Thunderstorm. Boom. That's going to make it come in crazy. We can adjust the wind direction, but that's probably fine. What I do want to do is I want to make sure that we have some fog and rain fog with it. You'll see. All right, volumetric particles. Boom. Oh, buddy. Just like that. We're looking good. Nice. All right, so now what I want to do is it like makes all the rocks and stuff wet as well, which is just awesome. But we're coming here to the dynamic sky, and we're going to play around with the fog here, and I want to try to make the fog like a fog layer on the ground, and it should like roll over stuff. So we're going to come in here like this. Just try to take a look at this. It's just, isn't that crazy how good that, like, how quick that's a $40 plugin. It's insane. So good. All right, fog density, volumetric fog. It's down here. Under the noise, we've got that fog scale, fog ground height. Now we can lower this down, I think, or crank it up. I forget. There's one fog height noise. What is it's something? Is it this button? There's a button that's like the secret button to making this. Okay, we definitely want that. I'm looking for just the ability to create this like ground fog. I had it in my cyberpunk scene. Let's turn this off and just search through this. It's somewhere in here. Base floor variation, overcast floor variation, floor luminance scale, blah, 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 blah. Does anybody know what I'm looking for? I don't want a cloud layer. I could bring my clouds down. Can't even see them, though, in the storm, so it doesn't really matter. Real sun, real moon. We don't want all that jazz. It's crazy. We probably will make it nighttime and add some cool lights inside. We'll see. Exposure, blah, blah, blah. Fog color. All right, fog. These are all of our fog settings. Fog desaturation, advanced fog settings, fog color, fog multiplier, fog density. I can turn that up. Scale fog density. I mean, I like that. Base height fog fall off. No. I'll do that. Fog, volumetric fog, distance, extinction, noise, intensity. I think that's good though. Scale is good. We can make, if you make the scale smaller, it'll look so good. Render ground fog. Yes. Above clouds is fine. Ground fog. Extinction, ground fog. Foggy. Ground fog height. It's gotta be this, right? Let's see. Scroll all the way up. Fog. Crank that up. Now, okay, so the weather is overriding the fog. So we want fog to have a manual override, right? Or not? Is that the issue? We want this to drive the fog. Fog is part of the weather state. It should typically be adjusted from the UDW. A manual overdrive has been applied to allow this change. Okay, so we are now overriding it, which is perfect. This is a thing that I've done this like 15 times now, and I can't remember. What it is I'm looking for. As I still haven't found. I need to drink this coffee. All right, let's see. It's gotta be this. It's one of these settings. Isn't that thunderstorm cool though? All right, so that's the fog noise intensity. Perfect, we're done. Now, okay. It has to be this fog height. There's a way. I know there's a way. So there's a way to like make it just hover across the ground, and that's what I'm trying to do this whole time. Space, sky, volume. I don't need path tracer stuff. Oh, there's a button. I know there's like one thing that as soon as I turn it on, it fixes it, and it's driving me crazy that I can't remember what it is. This is driving me nuts. It looks cool already, but I want it to float on the ground, just like a layer on the ground. And I know I can do that. And I think it's in the sky and not the weather. But maybe it's in the weather, all right? Maybe we come in here and we turn off the override. Okay, take this down. Weather, blah, 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 blah. We could reset this to default. Let's just we'll do just foggy, okay? So now we've just got fog here, which looks cool without the rain. I guess nobody knows. Nobody can help me out, huh? All right, let's do... It's definitely down there, man. It's what's killing me. This plugin is wild. Dynamic fog. It looks really good. Now, this has to be where it is. It's got to be in the height. Fog distance. Now is that just like... It's just further away from the camera. Extinction. Less of that, okay? We're getting closer. Fog noise intensity for sure. Scale. Definitely I like the fat clouds. Look how easy that is to set up. Like that's the kind of stuff that C40 does not have. I do want those on. Ground fog. Extinction. Height. Okay, there it is. We're getting it. That's it. It was ground fog height. I think I just had too much crap going on with the rain particles. So we can crank that up. Now I really want the density of this to just make it, not the noise intensity. Whoops. That's fine too though. But the extinction. No. Undo that. You see how it's like really low? It's just like right here. Like just on the ground, right? That is what I'm looking for. That's what I want. I want it to like be kind of swooping in. I like that. Hardness, I don't know. But this is definitely controlling that height. That's what I want, like right there. It's moving. We're getting there. So now I just probably go up to just fog and make it like 20. 20. No, just capping at 10. Looks like I can crank it up a little bit there. Base fog density? Yeah, what about like 5? Okay. So like obviously that's, if we do 0, we have nothing but this, right? Which is what we want. We just want this ground fog. Well, we want a little bit of the other fog. Just density. Nope. Scale fog density. Better. Base height fog fall off. That ain't it. Is it this? No. Extinction? Oh, see, that's doing like everything. Ground fog. Ground fog. Ground fog. It's definitely the height fog or the ground fog that we're messing with here. Right? Like that. Maybe that's good enough, though. Okay. I'm okay with this. Fog density multiplier. Nah, it's in interiors. Okay, so now we can come in and we can still adjust the wind. If we want. Which should be like that. Here we can change the direction. I want it to be flowing into the cave, right? So like that. See what it looks like through our camera. Too bright. Yikes. Get out of here. Our camera. Go to our exposure. We could do it in, what's it called? See, okay. So sometimes things get jacked up here. And this is now decided to not be a thing. And we were overriding it with the weather. We're just not looking through it. Why is that happening? This, I want to get out of this. I want to look through this camera. And I want to manually expose. And I like the fog there, but I need way more fog rolling in here. I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd. So now we go back to the ground fog and we crank it up, right? Show coverage lights, blah, blah, blah. We could light it. But we'll go down here, we'll scroll down. The main thing we're looking for is the ground fog, right? Base fog? That's not going to do it, though. That's like down there, which looks cool. Not that. And there's that. Base fog. No. Cloudy height fog? No. Foggy height fog? Dusty height fog. I can't see my chat. Or just watching me deal with fog for a long time here. I don't want it to be that much. I want to see the fog noise here. Yeah, it's here. We're going to crank this up. It's this. It's got to be this. Right? There. 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 Thank you. Okay. So we've got it rolling in. We've got the overall fog is still a little... Ooh, that's not bad though. And then we come up here. Oh, right. Okay. Weather. So we got to find the in-between of fog, overall fog versus the height floor fog, ground fog. There, let's do like 5 there. Is that going to be there? Finally, the ground fog extinction is all we needed to mess with. So now we can put that back down here on the ground. Crank up the hardness of it. Let's lower the hardness of it. I want it to be kind of softish on the edge. Okay, now we can just adjust the height of that, the noise of that. All that stuff is going to be right here. So we can make it bigger or littler, and we can make it move faster with the speed here. So it's going to be whoosh like that, right? So we want a smaller scale. Yeah. Now we're cooking, and I want it to go towards the hole. And all that is going to be in the wind direction of the weather here. And that is going to be right here. So we're going to say that. There. Thanks. See, all you did, Sharon, was miss me messing around with the fog for forever, okay? But we've done it. We've got the fog rolling in how we want. So it's coming in and rolling off of our edge. Whoosh. That is so fun. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we're going to go to File and Save All. Cool. All right. Excellent. Now let's build. Let's take our Is it time to bring our platform in? Or do we want to add some lights? Let's bring our platform in. All right, so git bash whoop import. Now we wait. Cargo is activated. Dash, there we go. It's importing, it's showing up on my side screen here. My music is gone away. There we go. So let's, while this is importing into Unreal, do I want to open up C4D and take a look at our Tumblr and stuff? Yeah, I guess so. We might crash. I don't think so, though. We'll lower this down to... I can't do anything. I hate that you can't adjust things like that while that's going on. We'll see. I might crash. It's almost done importing already. But basically, so fun fact is C4D expired on me. And I am renewing it for 1 month instead of the full year, even though it's not cost effective. Because there's a few things we need to ramp up for Mind in Motion. And then I'm going to see if Blender and Unreal Engine can fill the gap. And I'm going to teach myself Blender. And we're going to make stuff in Blender. And we're going to see if I really miss C4D or not. Like, is the gap that big? I don't know. Okay, well, we don't need to open anymore because apparently we're good. Also, why is it so slow? Just close. All right. No, I said. Thank you. Okay, we got it now. Content. Yes? No? It's thinking. Content browser. Cool. Now we can go to cargo. And go to actors. And what did we just bring in? The charging station? No, we brought in a drop pod. There it is. Drop pod. Boom. Bring that in. Just like that. And we'll open that up. And we'll grab the... Is this the pod? Yeah, we'll just grab this guy. Delete him. Oh, sorry. Scale him down to 0. There. Now we just have this pod. This platform. That's what I want. So let's go to our camera and just see where I need to position this for the Batmobile to be visible. I want the entire thing. Thank you. All right. Bring it down. Probably like that, right? Like right there. Maybe more like here. We'll add some catwalks and stuff, maybe. We could probably scale it up. Well, not that way. Like that. I want it to be obvious it's like in this giant ravine. It's not enough depth, right? Like that. Look at that fog rolling in. That's so cool. Oh, I've covered up my chat like a goof. We're back. Haroon Jacobson says, colon, semicolon, oh. Sharon says, hey, awesome. Oh, liking that. Hey, Derek, I missed the answer. Are you recording this? Anytime it's live streamed, Sharon, it is automatically recorded on YouTube. You can watch the live streams or past live streams anytime. You just go to the channel and click on VODs, like videos on demand, live streams, and all live streams anyone's ever done are all saved automatically on the tube for rewatching whenever you want. Yep. Thank you. Good question. I mean, obviously we need a pirate ship in here, right? We don't need a pirate ship in here, but it's fun. Obviously, I messed up the textures on that. All right, let's take a look at, before we bring the Batmobile in and do all this, what if we just, this is what I'm going to do, all right? I'm going to go crazy, and I'm going to go to this Cyberpunk, and we're going to go to buildings, and we're going to go to some background buildings. And this is the big, medium, small. What if I just drag in a Cyberpunk building, right? I just want to see what it's going to look like if I mix rock with Cyberpunk and this kind of scene. Because I like the idea of like it being like a high-tech cave. And so I'm wondering if some of this stuff dropping in there will look pretty cool or if it'll just look completely out of place and look stupid. We'll see. Whoosh! Big building. This is cold. Yeah, see, because it might look cool just having like these like sci-fi lights. This is a very big building. Let's scale it down. Oh, why scale down the building? I don't know, just to see. I know it doesn't make it like proportionally correct anymore, but what if we have some of these like sci-fi bits and rock kind of wedged together? I don't know. We'll definitely need some, well, that's kind of cool. Like there's like something down there. I don't hate it. Look at this, but let's bring it way down. Like it's underneath everything. But aren't you just covering up all this stuff, all the rocks and stuff you did? Yes. Yes, I am. All right, buildings. Hero buildings, the BSTN building. Bring that in there. And we have some cargo buildings we can bring in here and stuff too. The latest Batman was a mix of Cyberpunk and Brutalist. What, the Robert Pattinson one? Or are you talking about the cartoon? I haven't kept up with the cartoons. Cedric Diggory? Robert Pattinson? He does have to have a command center. For sure. Robert, yeah. Cyberpunk? It wasn't very cyberpunky. It was definitely dark. Gotham. It's very orange. It's very dystopian. Trenchy Blade Runner. Yeah, it was definitely like rainy and foggy throughout most of the movie. It's pretty good. Come on, static mesh. Let's look through, while this is loading, let's look through cargo and see what other things I want to shove in here, because doors and stuff, like futuristic doors would be cool to pop in there. I think we could probably toss a, oh, we could totally toss the bunker wall like right into the rocks. Yeah. Boom. Oh, wrong wall. This is our new building. This is our new hero building. Look at this. I want to click it. Click it. Why can't I click you? Why is it clicking through it? Oh, it's still just like processing it. Hero building. This one. This hero pod. Wait, why are there two? What's this? Go away. I want hero building. Thank you. And I want to move you. Oh, man. I don't know if that's worth it to put in there. It's a cool building though. Look at the fog, how it just like hits things and goes across it. That right there. That's so cool that it does that. And if we get close to this, it should be, oh, you know what? We need to make this like collidable. Oh, what's the thing we need to change this to? Geo. Movable. Now if we set, what's this set to? Movable. I wonder why it's not rolling across this. We could put a plane right underneath it and have it. Oh, is it? It's just on the underside of it. I wonder why that is. Strange. Let's take this building, which I have to find for some reason, and rotate it 90 degrees-ish. Bring it up. And I want to see it kind of underneath. Just like it's kind of dark back in there. Yeah, I obviously don't want it to like jut into our landing pad. What's that look like? So we can't even see it. It feels forced right now. Let's see. About this way. And again, we will probably take this static mesh. That's all one big unit. You can totally adjust it as well. But let's grab like this. And we might need to just mess with the... And that's pretty cool, actually. We're getting a little bit hybrid between the two. Kits. There's lots of kit bashing parts we can just shove in here from the building greebles. Yeah, so we can just like toss some of these greeble walls and tech throughout this. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking that. So we can like kind of make a mix of tech in that. I don't even know if this is going to show up, though. That's the thing. But we will probably put a light down there. I don't love that. I don't mind that, though. What if we do some of this going across? Yeah, like this is going to attach to the top of this. Fog is delicious. And just put this right across. Now we have some extra depth. yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right, all right. I'm liking what we're seeing. Building interiors, let's see. Cables. Let's take all these cables. Bring them in. Yeah, I want cables running everywhere in here. It's just going to help add a bunch of depth to this, isn't it? Oh, man, look how cool these are. Okay, cool. This goes to there. This is going to go like over here. And it doesn't really matter. We don't need this to... Yeah, we just need to like bring them down low enough so they're in the shot. Cables. Bring them down. Come out of here. Go back into here. Yeah. Like that. Alt. Alt. Slide it over. Let's grab that one. Slide it or rotate it around maybe. Yeah. I need to snapping back on. I want to have this like extra depth, so not just going down the hole, but being up, like we're looking through the rafters of this cave entrance or something. They don't need to actually even be attached to anything. They just need to float there. Should look cool. It's all about creating an illusion. Alt, drag, clip, like that. Back into this. Yeah. Not crazy. That's too much, but maybe like that. Yeah. Someone like block the camera. Is that too much cable? I think this is just too much. That one. I think we just need to space them out. They were too crowded. This one's too much. Let's see. Let's put you down in the hole. Let's put you underneath this thing. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a way to use like a placement tool. I know Dash can do it, but I think there's also a free plugin for like dynamically placing things. But yeah, let's just put these cables on this as well. Kind of add that like so. Alt, Shift, oops, yeah. E, slide it over. Maybe overlap them just a smidge. And Alt again. Yeah. That looks cool. I would imagine that Batcave to have a dystopian feel to it. It would be utilitarian and messy, tech added as needed, but not tidy. What's Alfred been doing? He needs to get his butt in gear and tidy that place up. Ah, I've closed the content browser. It's fine. Let's see. A bunch of overhanging lights. Oh, we could put like light panels and stuff all throughout it. Sharon. Scaffolding, interior pipes. We're getting somewhere now. Columns. That doesn't fit. Greeples fit. Some antennas and whatnot. Whoa. Man, the fog really hitting that. Let's just toss a couple of these down at the bottom too. Whee! And the fog is really getting that one, huh? Yeah, I like the idea of just some antennas floating around down there. And like an array of mad scientist mess. This is silly. This one that's crooked. That's silly. No one would build a crooked antenna. Come on. But it could be like close like this. Just to add a little extra oomph. I mean, we've come a long way here. Alfred's busy. He is. All right, we definitely want some scaffolding. We definitely want to save. And, yeah, let's see. Do we want to get into Cargo's kit bash? What do I have from Cargo in here already? The pod, grassy compound, brickstone, a crossing, single lane crossing like a road. Okay. Charging station, corner store, DMZ. Oh, okay. Actually, the DMZ charging station might be cool. Build that. Go. No, that was quick. Oh, the wind turbines. That'd be a stupid thing to have in a cave, though. Vehicle apothecary. Is that like a fantasy vehicle? I don't remember what that is. Yeah, yeah. We don't want that. Get out of here. Go by. All right. Back into stairs, elevators.